Welcome, everybody, to the Master Heart family. And you know what we do here? We come together with our hearts open, and we're free here to be who we really are. And that's just pure love. You know, we're here. It's a safe place, if you will, to be able to share all the good news. And you're going to love this session together. We have Archangel Jophiel, and he asked if he could speak through me. So we'll actually do a little bit differently, kind of like with Michael. And so it'll be wonderful. And you're going to have illumined minds and bodies and spirit. I mean, it's going to be good stuff. And so we always start out with what's going on and what's the magic, what are the miracles, what's the good stuff, what are the things that help you feel good, what's going on with you in your lives. Yeah, hey Mia.
Well, I just want to say thank you for sending the video with Ava. I just put a smile on my face to see her.
Yeah. And so what that is that Mia, I had spoken about my two grandchildren that live near me, and Mia said, "Oh, I'd love to give your granddaughter Ava, I'd love to paint a picture." And so she painted just this amazing painting for Ava, and I gave it to her on her 4th big birthday on Sunday.
Yeah, and I just to see her, you know, it was just so great. But the other thing is, my dad is here. I haven't seen him since probably about 2019 in person, because he lives in New Jersey.
Wow.
And he's been staying the weekend with me, and it's been a joy, you know, having him here and spending time. And I asked him if he wants to be on camera, and he's like, no, I'll just slink off. So over there, yeah, I just told on you.
We'll send him our love, and that let him know that we love
him. You're loved. He said, love you back.
All right. We got it going, baby. We got it going.
Well, tell him he also raised an amazing daughter, too. He needs to know that. I'm sure he knows that.
Yeah. So he's very proud of me.
Yeah.
But we've been having a great time together, and, you know, as we always do, joking and laughing and spending time. So that's been a gift this weekend. And yeah, you know, I probably won't be able to stay to the end. He's actually catching a flight today back to Jersey, and I'll miss him. But I wanted to pop on, and I was sharing with him about the Master Heart family and the book, Dr. Hank, and that he just absolutely thinks is phenomenal. Dua. Yeah. And so yeah, he just says you're amazing. So
yeah, beautiful. Let's see, I think my video went.
There you go.
Okay. And now it's not a good video. Right.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay. There, good. Yeah, well, thank you, Mia. And you're just absolutely amazing, angelic. And, you know, again, Mia drew every page in here on all the different pages. And, like, just look at that. You know, look at that drawing. This is down the stairway to paradise. And it's actually that we've done together as a Master Heart family, and that we've gone down that stairway, and now we're introducing these beautiful divine thoughts to increase the imagination, creativity of the children. And like, how cool is that? And it all was born out of this. You know, everything comes from a thought. And Dua, who was on, she came up with, hey, told me to write, why don't you write a kid's book so kids can get this and don't have to go through hell for 20 years before they understand how life would play. And then I had the thought of, oh wow, we need pictures because kids love pictures. And then Mia came, and she always wanted to do a book for children. So that's just great, Mia. And so again, give our love to your dad, and you're just just our little angel. And if I can, that it's interesting that Mia had texted me the other day about, and she said, I always thought, I was told by other people that I just had like a soft voice, and I should just kind of be, and I'm paraphrasing here, but basically be quiet, and I didn't have a good voice. And I went like, oh my God, Mia, we all think you have an angel's voice, and it's these people that have said things and they didn't mean, they were doing the best job they can, and fight against anyone or anything, but they can take us, and we honor the God of other people's opinion. And whoever was saying that didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
It's interesting because I was told that I was too quiet in school and that I could never really be a speaker on stage because I didn't have a voice that sort of could command a room. And interestingly enough, thankfully, I think I have my dad's spirit in that when someone says that to me, I usually kind of blow it off.
Yeah.
But it struck me. And I remember I struggled with that insecurity. So I would just stay quiet. I wouldn't really say much. I became the observer rather than the interactor. And it's been only the last couple of years that, over time, people would say, wow, you could do meditations. Your voice is you just calm me, you soothe me. And I used to take that as, wow, I have such a boring voice. And I started to realize the gift that's there, that a lot of people are looking for that, a sense of softness. And so I've started to embrace that and enjoy that. It's a little different maybe from what most people are used to hearing, but it's a gift that I can present to people is just being peace, I guess.
Yeah. And so see, we're all different. And that difference is actually angelic. It's a beautiful difference that we are. I had someone the other day, it was part of the Master Heart family, share with me, hey, I'm not very good looking. And I'm embarrassed about that. And I want to talk to you about that. And, when we talk, it's like, it's just your committee, that little chattering drunken monkey that thinks you're not good looking. Each one of us are beautiful. But if we suffer for that, now we start behaving and our vibration goes down. And now people aren't real nice or, encouraging. And so then we think, oh, that's because I'm not good looking. Or we think, oh, that's because of my voice. But the fact is, it's just your vibration believing in what some other people told us. And let's just clean the slate. And let's start with a brand new slate, a brand new life on that. I'm perfect. I'm beautiful. I'm made in the image and likeness of God. My voice is perfect. My looks are perfect. Everything about me is perfect. And you rise up and you'll start to enjoy this life even greater than how we're enjoying it now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
True. So
Absolutely.
true.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Acceptance and allowing.
Yeah, Victoria. So Mia, thank you so much. And that's why this contrast, that we have to have contrast, things we don't like. Why? And so Mia had that contrast, like about the voice, and now she's speaking up. And I get a kick out of her saying, oh yeah, and I was told never to be a public speaker or whatever. And look at when Mia speaks, we all listen, right?
Right.
And,
Right.
and she hasn't changed one iota of her voice. She's just changed her thoughts about who she is. and realize that she's the princess of speaking. And then she becomes that. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Mia. Other thoughts, good things, or comments on what we've talked
I
about?
have one.
Yeah.
I have one.
Hi, Victoria.
Hi. So I had surgery so I can feel great and be great. Last month on the 24th, and the doctor told me the expected time of me to not to be healed, but just kind of start to feel better would be at least 3 to 6 months. And today is a month and a day, and I've been walking. I've been lifting small weights and just feeling good and just embracing who I am. I am beautiful. I feel good, and so I just get out and enjoy the beautiful world and breathe the fresh air and just be healthy and healed. And so that's where I'm at. I was in so much pain at once upon a time. And then I said, you know what? I'm not going to think about that. I'm going to think away the way I want to feel. I'm looking forward to my future, not this moment right now, but what I want. And what do I want? I want to feel better. Therefore, I am better. And I get to talking to myself. And here I am just feeling great.
Man,
that's powerful.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We can heal ourselves, and it's with God and all this loving energy that's around us, but we get to make the choice. We can either believe other people's opinion, and again, we don't fight against anything, nothing against the doctors, but they don't do the healing. And whatever they say, you don't have to believe them. You get to choose. No matter what anybody says, no matter how difficult the problem is, the challenge is, your circumstance is, that you get to choose. And you can have it better than anybody has ever said. You can have a long, happy, healthy, wealthy life, right? Yeah.
Amen.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah. And we can all choose. And but most of us choose on, it's going to be. So if you would have suckered for what they said, you would have done 3 to 6 months because that was your belief. It's done on you as you believe. But it wasn't your belief. It's what somebody else told you that you believe. And all we need to do is honor God's belief and opinion. And how do we know that? If I'm thinking, think about how Victoria was thinking when she was told, oh, you got 3 to 6 months that maybe you'll just start feeling better. She didn't feel good, which is God communicating to us through our feelings. You're not thinking about this the way that I am. And so Victoria went to, okay, cool. I want to think about, hey, I'm feeling better. I'm going to get better. I'm going to be well. Well-being flows to me now. And then she starts thinking those thoughts. Then now God comes in and she starts feeling better. And which is, again, God's thing. Now you're thinking the way that I am, and then I'll manifest it for you. And we'll manifest anything, health, wealth, anything that we want. So how beautiful, Victoria. Thank you. That's good.
Yes.
Good. Other good news? Yeah, Joey.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. So I've been missing the last couple of weeks, had some stuff going on with podcasts and stuff. And, I was thinking about this earlier today as I remember going back into coming out of high school. And I thought, man, life is just going to be a playground. When I get out of school and stuff like that, life is just going to be a playground, and I really believe that. Like I could see that and stuff. And then I got in my 20s and I got into working and I got into all the conditioning and married and blah, blah, blah. And I bought into that other side and I thought, no, it can't be like that. And I lived like that for so long, even though I've been doing the works I've been doing, I lived like that for decades in that other side, in that conditioned state. And, I'd met Dr. Hank. I met some other people. I met Dr. Hank. You and I worked together and stuff, and we just continue building this stuff up and everything. And it's kind of brought back that it's kind of cleared the pathway of the conditioning for that to open back up, And man, I'm telling you guys, I'm watching my business thrive. I mean, to where people are coming to me now. It's not me going out and finding. I have people showing up asking me. I used to go through such painstaking efforts to get on somebody's podcast or to get featured someplace or things like that. Like these things that people are coming to me now and saying, man, I heard you on this and I would love to have you on my podcast. I got high-speed internet at my house, which it doesn't sound like a big deal. We should sing over this probably, because I live up in the mountains in South Carolina. And before that, I had an AT&T, one of those little portable hubs I was trying to run my whole house on. So I got fiber internet. A week later, they called me and said, hey, we saw some of the stuff you're doing. We want to feature you in our January magazine. And I have people calling me regularly wanting to do this. And I'm not bragging, but I spend my time. I probably play 12 hours of pickleball every week. I ride my motorcycle. I go to the gym. I eat healthy. I have fun. I go hang out with my friends. I put so many hours in this seat right here. It's probably worn out trying to make my life happen. And these principles that we get to talk about and share about in here, and getting into that allowing state and clearing all the antichrist from here. It's like life is just opening up. I'm doing consulting with a guy. We just made an offer to a guy, and the guy was like on fire, excited to it. After now, I learned this process thanks to Dr. Hank. On doing job benchmarking and finding the ideal candidate. And it's just, everything is just opening up to the point of, once we hire this guy and get him going in October, starting in November, I've wanted to go back to Chattanooga so I can get back into hang gliding and things like that. The guy I'm consulting with goes, man, after we get done here, we got to get you out to Chattanooga pretty regularly. And I go, well, there we go. And it's just a flow state and happening. I don't have to make it happen. All I got to do is think it. All I got to do is think it and get excited about it, and then go play some freaking pickleball.
Yeah, that's right.
The only thing I did have to give up is singing completely. Completely did that up. I couldn't talk without sharing something on that.
Bullshit.
So I'm grateful that I get to be here with you guys. I get to be a part of this, and that you guys are in my life and in my heart. That just
well, you're in our life and in our heart, Joey, and that's just amazing. And
it did sound like he's trying to get out of singing, didn't it?
Yeah, I hear that. Did, Liberty.
I don't think so.
Not for you, Liberty. Everyone else, I'm happy to hear from, but
I remember one of the first times Joey went after we had the Master Art family, that he came back to me and he said, man, I actually sang for the first time. I hate to sing, but I was feeling so good that I just had to sing. So we're all happy that Joey's going to be leading the singing today at the end of the Master Art family. And thank you very much.
No speaking
Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Joey.
No comprende, amigo.
Can you do pickleball coaching for some of us that don't know how to stop falling and springing wrists and twisting ankles? That would be awesome.
So, I will say I've underestimated. I'm probably close to 30 hours a week playing pickleball. People think I'm obsessed with it, but I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
It's just great.
So, Joey, I love what you shared so much. And so the key is, it sounds like you're having more fun and you're allowing,
not making it happen.
Not making it happen.
I remember one time this is probably 4 or 5 months ago, I was really kind of hard up for clients. I was doing all the social media. I was putting in all this stuff. I hired somebody to do stuff, and I'm doing all this stuff and everything. I was getting more and more and more frustrated. And I had my call with Dr. Hank, and I didn't tell him for a couple of weeks because I was like, man, he's going to tell me not to, and I need to, and I was just in that mindset. And so I finally came clean, and I told him, he goes, damn it, go to Chattanooga and go hang gliding. And so we talked about that and stuff. And 2 days later, I left. I pulled my RV. I went to Chattanooga. I set it up there for a week. I was out setting up a hang glider to launch, and my phone rang. And it was somebody who wanted to set up a 10-minute call that throughout that week would become a client. I had opportunities for podcasts and things that showed up that week that I couldn't have been involved in them because I was out there playing. And the more I do that, but it's like I've been in the play state before, but it's been kind of like F this business. I'm just going to play and whatever happens, happens. It didn't happen then. when I get into it now, it's like, man, I'm getting my pickleball gear. I just got a new pair of tennis shoes, which I freaking love, but and to play pickleball. And so I'm going out to the court, but as I'm going out there, it's like, God, I'm so grateful that you're working on my behalf while I'm doing this. I'm so grateful to everything, all the powers that be are working for me, and all I have to do is allow and enjoy it. That mentality has been changing things around very, very rapidly. And I didn't even mention that my income reached an all new high this last month. I track monthly, and
Yeah.
Wow.
So on your average, you quadrupled your income.
I allow, I align, and I don't sing.
Okay, so I have a question for you though. Like, how did you get your family, which can also be your committee? How did you get them to get on board with
Well, I moved them all
your
out.
free
They're
time?
I moved them all out.
I
Other
can't
places.
do that.
No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I have found is this is the other thing too, because my son lives in Michigan and stuff, and I'm in South Carolina, so I'm not. We speak probably at least once a day, sometimes multiple, depending on what's going on. But we don't have those friends. We all have those naysayers. We all have those people. I have somebody I'm kind of dating right now, and that's along those lines. And all I do in my head when, like, I'll say, man, I'm so excited, and I'll say what it is, and I'll start hearing all the roadblocks of why it can't happen, why it might. And in my head, I don't even hear what she's saying. What I hear is, thank you for helping me lean into my vision. Thank you for helping me lean into my vision. Thank you for helping me lean into my vision. And so what's happening with that Dr. Hank calls it the drunken monkey, I call it the Antichrist, is it's getting that for myself too, because I don't have to have somebody on that other side telling me the negative. I've done that for so long in between my 2 ears.
Absolutely.
And it's conditioned and programmed. So even that person's helping me strengthen so that I can strengthen when I'm alone and that's happening.
Yeah. And you pre-pave it. So if you think that, and right on, Joey, and thank you, and Liberty on, what do I do with people I'm living with, whatever, you can't be thinking about that they're committee members, first of all, okay? And we get it, that's
right.
But I got to be thinking about, and an easy way on that would be, is to just think about them as contrasts. They're going to simply, say what I don't want to hear or whatever. And so then also, and this is where I encourage all of us, is you really can't share this with too many people, because there's only a few of us percentage-wise that are connected with God and all that is. And thus we're more loving and powerful than millions that aren't. But remember, most people, 80% of their thoughts are unwanted, negative, Antichrist, drunken monkey committee thoughts. And so if you share it with them, they're going to try to talk you out of this. They're going to try to talk you out of your happiness. They're going to try to talk you out of, Joey, you quit playing pickleball and you get to work. You got to keep on working whatever to retire, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to do any of that. The Father does the work. We've already been told how the easy formula is: ask, which means you're thinking, and then allow the Father to do the work. Allow the Father to do the work. And then you get to receive it. And so, but do you really trust that when you ask for it, you can have it? And the answer is absolutely. And Victoria's an example of that. She asked for what she wanted, not what the world was telling her. And Joey finally decided, I'm not going to be run by my committee anymore. And that I got to go work, do, because then I get to do. And that instead, I'm just going to be clear on what I desire, what I want. And then I'm going to go play pickleball. I'm going to go hang gliding. I'm going to go have fun. Our souls, when we came here, our souls expected us to be skipping along our lighted path, enjoying ourselves, whistling along, asking for things, and it's all low-hanging fruit, and receiving it. The issue that happens is that we've been brought up, you got to work on it. Don't be having a lot of fun and stuff. You need to be serious about this. There's something to be serious about. You need to sacrifice. There's nothing to sacrifice. So when you eliminate that out of your vocabulary and you just have, I want to have more fun. I want to have a long, happy, healthy, wealthy life. If you only think those thoughts, it's only possible to get it. Isn't that great? We get to decide. Nice.
Hey, can I share one other thing?
Yes.
I wasn't even going to, but based on what you were just saying, Dr. Hankins, you guys ever see that when after the COVID and stuff hit and everything else, they had that commercial come out for Zoom where the guy comes walking downstairs and he's wearing a dress shirt, and I think a tie, and he's got tucked into his skivvies and he's not wearing any pants or anything, and the people are sitting around the room. He goes, "Oh, I thought this was going to be on Zoom." Last week I had to do a podcast and I literally did that in my office. And it was such a great podcast because I couldn't help but laugh and be humorous as I was doing it. And it's like even the things I think are silly and I would have never attempted to do before because they weren't proper or things. I didn't stand up or anything, but just knowing that the state I was in and stuff like that, it's so awesome to get to live childlike.
Yeah. And there you go.
That was a Snickers commercial.
That was a different commercial. The Snickers.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, so I love the that. See, we have the freedom, and when you know the truth, you'll be set free. And this is the truth. You can be, do, and have what you want, and you don't have to be guarded or worried. And don't put up any boundaries. If you put up boundaries, that means there's got to be somebody on the other side or something on the other side that you're going to attract. That I don't need any boundaries. I don't need to be protected at all because I just think about what I want and that's why I get it. I was talking to somebody the other day and they go, "Oh, the road rage out there is just terrible, and he's just complaining. This guy makes lots of money and everything, and he's just unhappy, miserable because of this road rage." And, I said, "Listen, I've lived in Florida and Texas, supposedly the two most road rage, and I've never had road rage." And he goes, "Well, don't you drive around?" I go, "I drive around all the time." And what's the difference? Because I am a deliberate creator now, not just a creator, as you all becoming more and more deliberate. And that I ask for my travels are smooth, easy, and enjoyable. Smooth, easy, and enjoyable. If you ask for that, you'll see that they start becoming what you ask for.
That's right.
And what you don't want to do is say my travels are safe, because where are you? What side of safe are you on? Are you really thinking about being unsafe in the car accident or whatever? Mm-hmm. And so instead, release those words and just stay on, I don't even say the word traffic. My travels are smooth, easy, and enjoyable. And then they become that way, and I can't have an accident or, whatever, if it's smooth, easy, and enjoyable. And so beautiful, beautiful. Other thoughts?
Yes. Yeah, Brother Hank. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Stacy, and long friend of Brother Hank's, and he's actually was my inspiration into this truth. And many years ago, he walked into my office, and he did a presentation for our team. He walked into my office and gave me a one-on-one. And one of the first things he said was, "Stacy, you have access to unlimited intelligence and you have access to unlimited power." And then he asked me to join these classes, and I started studying the truth, as he says, and my life dramatically changed. Literally, everything just started to bubble up in success and prosperity, my family. I was giving to the community. I mean, I was just all over the place. I probably was, had 6 or 8 or 10 things I was doing at one time while still raising a family. And went through a separation, divorce, kind of lost myself, kind of lost the truth and my knowledge of the truth. And I've been practicing, what I know is the truth for many years. I can move traffic. If you're ever sick and you need a healer, I'm your guy. I'll heal you without a shadow of a doubt. That car sales, bringing customers in, I recall many years ago sitting in a room on a rainy day at a car dealership, and all the people around me were talking about how bad the economy was and how, people don't buy cars during the rain and all kinds of stuff. And in that very moment, I knew the truth. And so I just closed my eyes and I said, you know what? I don't believe anything they're saying. There's a perfect customer. They have plenty of money. They love what I have. They love me, and they're ready to buy right now. And within a matter of 5 minutes, literally, I just got up and walked out of the room. And as I drifted toward the front, there was a customer waiting on me. The receptionist like, can you help these people? The guy already knew what he wanted. He said, I want it right now. We did the deal in less than an hour. And so I understand this great truth. And Dr. Hank is opening my eyes because we've reconnected. And I'm now in the middle of his course, Easy Money, Easy Life. Man, I'm moving to new, to some really powerful levels. And he wanted to make sure that I shared kind of a manifestation from last week. While we were on the call, my phone was blowing up. And I knew the guy. So, I said, I'll get back to you later. But ultimately, it was a good friend of mine who I'd worked with for a while, who was just made a commitment to my work and my company. And for several years, he had been a vendor. I paid him thousands of dollars to shoot videos and help us do our podcast, etc. But this time he said, I just want to help you put your product and service in the world. He said, I've never seen anybody more passionate and more focused. And I believe, not only do I believe is there wealth ahead of this, but we're really going to help some people. Mm-hmm. So that was a powerful manifestation for me. So, he's going to open up a new division for me. But this whole idea of thought to reality is real. It's true. I've practiced it for many years. And now it's time for me to go to my greatest level. And that's why I attracted you all. That's why I attracted Dr. Hank. It's very interesting to be in the company of like-minded people on this kind of idea is so important. You have to have a support group because you can lose some of those great notions of truth by being out in the world and being faced with race consciousness, etc. So just happy to be here and so pleased to hear everybody dialing into this beautiful idea of thought to reality.
Man, that's beautiful, Stacy. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And, helps us all to be even greater believers in, there's in fact, I have it out here on that. It was talking about for this, that are seen are transit. So again, the things that I've seen, lost my thing here. And second. And there we go. And so it says, for the things that are seen are transit. In other words, they just move along, they're not real. But the things that are unseen are eternal, our feelings. Okay, our thoughts. These are eternal. This is what it's about. And so with that, let us get relaxed, close our eyes, go within. And Archangel Jophiel, the beautiful golden light of Jophiel, shall come in at some point here. And so I ask that we just breathe in deeply now, 5 seconds in. And 5 seconds out. And as you breathe out, say, relax. And Archangel Jophiel is the light of illumination. And breathe in. And breathe out. And as you breathe out, yourself at ease. Become very still. In the stillness, there is God. Breathe in. And breathe out. And just quiet your mind. And open up your mind now as Archangel Jophiel comes in with his golden light, his golden energy, his golden angel dust, as he flows into our consciousness now. And we welcome you, Archangel Jophiel. And thank you, dear ones, that you have two things from your mind. And one is your lower mind, your lower self. And one is your higher self, your divine thoughts. And I am here today to illuminate your mind. Feel my energy, my love, my golden light blowing into your thoughts now. Having these good feeling thoughts, these thoughts that are euphoric. I take your thoughts now to a new level, to a new vibration, where your thoughts shall expand your imagination and expand your creativity to more of what you want, to more answers, to more solutions, to the easy way, the allowing way to have me and all my fellow archangels help you to flow down this lighted path, this allowing path, where you believe in us. You can't see us, but you now feel me. Feel me in your thoughts. As you have better and better feeling thoughts, you feel better. You are better. And I take you now, and as you expand your imagination, it is God's playground. And I want you to play like children in this life. You have an illuminated mind now. It is bright. It is happy. It is cheerful. It is fun. And it is high flying with us. You are now flying, if you allow it, to fly with us angels. And see all the beauty in you, see all the beauty in life, in this world, and see that all things are possible for you with this illumined mind. Breathe in and breathe out. And become me. And become open to me now as I flow into your emotions, into your spirit, as your mind consists of the lower and the higher self. Your spirit consists of your feelings, your emotions, and your breath. Breathe in. And feel now my illumined emotions as you illuminate your emotions, as you illuminate your breath, the spirit within you, and it rises up. It now is at one with God, your emotions, and you are at one with all the things that you want. You feel so good, so enlightened, your emotions and your feelings. You're just flowing with me now, and see the gold in your eyes, your mind, in your feelings. This golden angel dust is sprinkling all over you, creating and expanding now your emotions to feel better than you've ever felt, to feel the essence of God with you, with me, with you. That, oh, we love this when you meet with us, and we are always here to meet with you. Simply ask and call upon us, and we just love you with us now. We dance with you, we sing with you, we laugh with you, we have fun with you, we enjoy your life. We love you so much. We shall guide you now. We shall support you and lead you to everything that you desire, to more smiles and more laughter and more of all of your dreams coming true now. It's just this easy. We're with you. We'll do the work. We'll play with you. We love being and playing in your emotions now, raising you to this good, to this amazing feeling of love, because that's who you are, pure love. And now there is the Trinity, the mind, the spirit, and the body. And I now go into, and your two bodies. You have your physical body here that you're familiar with, but you have a body that goes beyond your imagination, and it flows in health and perfection. And I now illuminate your higher body and illuminate it to where it now starts to flow into your physical body, illuminating your physical body. Feel just all the love flowing through you as we beat your heart. We're the ones that beat your heart. We're the ones that circulate that blood throughout your body, and now you're healthy, happy body. We just love that you are in one with us now, mentally, emotionally, and now physically. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, all at one together. And we love this oneness with you. We love being in every cell of yours, in every organ of yours, in every function of yours, in every sense of yours. You now see as we see the beauty in everything. You now hear the beauty in everyone, in everything. You now smell the beauty and taste the beauty, and you touch and you sense throughout your body this amazing, beautiful life that you have co-created with us. We love you so much. You are at one with us always, always have been, always are now, and always will be. And feel our presence. That I, Archangel Jophiel, shall always be with you, and all of our archangels, our friends, God Almighty, and all that is, are with you now, and we shall guide you. We shall support you. And most of all, we shall love you. And feel our love on your thoughts. Feel our love on your feelings. Feel our love in your body, your physical body. And now take that love to your greater body and send it and call it forth out to the world. And it just flows out to the world with your love. And you have become a magnet now to all the things that you want for. You have given love to the world, and you now receive that love in all ways, including your dreams coming true. Breathe in. That is us. You're breathing in, and every time you breathe, think of us. We are here. We love you so. And you are illuminated now. Your aura has grown. And it's out beyond your body, beyond where you can even see. And we love that you are enlightened with your thoughts, your creativity, and your imagination. And we love on how your vibration has risen to walk with us, to be with us. to enjoy this life that was always intended to be. And yes, you always have contrasts, but now these things you don't like, you now love, you bless, because it helps to further understand a brighter future for you, for your ancestors, for the future of your children, of humanity. That you are the chosen one, the enlightened one now, the light of the world. And we love you so. And breathe me in deeply one last time. See my brightness, see my golden light on you. Feel my angel dust, my energy upon you now and forevermore. Breathe in. And be still when I am God. Breathe in. Breathe those in with your mind. Breathe us in with your spirit. And breathe us in with your body and your divine body. Something is now at one with us. Wow. I invite you now back into the room. We love you so much, Jophiel. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for enlightening us. Begin to move your toes and your fingers. I invite you now back into the room, back into your chair. And now, as you open up your eyes, welcome this new world now, this new enlightened world, the new enlightened you. Again. And open up your eyes. Welcome. I feel good, like I knew that I would. Woo-hoo. Oh boy. Any what did you like best about that?
Very peaceful.
Yeah. Peaceful. I'm all fired up.
I am too, Dr. Hank.
Great, Stacy. That's good. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. So take that now with you forevermore, but especially this week, starting right now. And just know that you've now prepaid just this glorious week. Everything is coming to you. And God knows exactly what you want, knows the fastest way to get there. And this is it. You're on it. You're in a state of allowing, flying with your angels, baby. Woo, doggies.
Dr.
Hey, Cash.
If you don't mind me sharing a little update of my friend's mom.
Yes, loved it.
Yeah, so a little background for those of you that don't know. She was in the hospital given 2 days to live. They ended up being able to take her home. She had pancreatic cancer and had an infection, so they said, hey, you got 2 days to live. Well, fast forward, it's been 7 weeks. As of yesterday, she's off all wires and things. She's able to change herself now. She's eating food. And yesterday, she was able to walk down the stairs all by herself.
Man.
So it's incredible.
Wow.
And understand what that was is Cash prayed over her on her deathbed, and it was actually her alive bed, her godly, divine, loving bed, and prayed over her, and then prayed with the family. Because again, the surrounding people surrounding you, that, you know, we're all in it together, and not thinking, oh, she only has 2 days, but thinking, hey, she can continue her life. And because of the power that we have, and that Cash used to be able to heal her, he did, and healed the family as well. And, you know, Cash, with you saying that, it helped me realize how much for us that we take for granted, but for us to just reflect on, for us to be able to eat, you know, for us to be able to walk, for us to be able to think, you know. And when you start going down this path, it's like, oh my gosh, I have the ability to create anything I want. I get to call it. I'm the one that does the asking. What am I going to ask for? What am I going to think about? And I'm not going to think about what's in front of me unless it's really good. I'm going to only think about what will be, how I want it to be. And because God doesn't care if you think about the past, now, or the future, whatever you're thinking about, you're going to start feeling, and whatever your feeling is, God's going to come and match those feelings. And so as you're happy, you'll get more happy things, more business, more money, more beautiful relationships, more compliments, more smiles, more laughter, all kinds of wonderful things. So that's great news, Cash. Thanks so much for updating us, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I shared with her, actually, I told her a little bit about you and the Master Heart family, and she couldn't believe it. And I said, hey, there's people all around the world that are inspired by your story. She was like, are you kidding me? She said, prayer works and miracles can happen. You just have to keep believing. I said, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. Great. What was that? Miracles work? And
prayer works and miracles can happen.
It can happen, yeah. And miracles do happen to all of us. And this week, just start asking for the miracles. Man, I want to see more miracles in my life. And they'll come. That's awesome, Cash. Thank you so much. Woo, doggies. Yeah. Other thoughts? Comments? Michelle?
This is just my favorite hour of the week.
Mine too. Yeah, it's just so wonderful being around similar-minded people, and that you know, that this is the truth. And like Stacy was talking about the truth, that, you know, this is the truth, this is it. And the way Cap said, yeah, that, you know, prayers do work, and they work anywhere around the world. And yeah, and what a great perspective too that Cash had, is that by telling her now, inspiring her, hey, you have a story because of this contrast, what you didn't want in your life. You have a story that has inspired all kinds of people, to include all of us. You know, it's like, wow, that's incredible.
That's powerful.
Well, with that Joey, it's your time of the hour, baby. I'll start it off, and I know you're gonna love doing it. We've invited our hearts in.
We've invited
By
our
our
hearts
hearts
in.
Now it's time for our dreams to begin.
Now
Now
it's time for
Our
our
dreams
hearts
to begin.
We love our Master Heart family.
We
love our
Master Heart
Family.
As we now walk together merrily, as
we
now walk
walk
together
together
merrily. Joey,
merrily.
he's even dancing and singing now, baby. We are now leading with heart.
We are now leading with heart.
And sing like kids. And this is how to live life smart. And this is
how to live life
smart. Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound off our Master Heart family.
Oh, now you're being like kids. Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound
off
Master
our
Heart
Master Heart family.
Last one. Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound off our Master Heart family.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
All right, we're off and rolling. Love you all and know that the best is yet to come.